Check, check. Check, 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 check. Alright. Alright. Alright.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with my esteemed colleagues, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Our game tonight featuring the New York Knicks as they go up against the Toronto Raptors. For the Raptors, playing under 500 basketball over the last 10 games, they can do better, and they'll try to get on the winning side tonight. And LeBron James last season got some MVP votes, and while he didn't come away with the award,
LeBron
I think, Kenny, that most would consider him the best player in the league, if not the world.
Well, he's the most difficult player to guard or have a game plan
My
for.
player
Nobody can
weird.
really take over a game like he does. And the problem that you have with LeBron is who guards him, what position you put on him.
You know, any team that LeBron is on is considered a title contender, and you can't say that about anyone else in the league, so that's why he's the MVP every year.
Now let's send it down to Kevin Harlan as we approach.
But he's really not the MVP.
Let's meet your New York Knicks starting lineup. The big man at 7'0", number 43, Robin Lopez. Starting at shooting guard, standing 6'5", number 4. Aaron Apollo. Starting at power forward at 7'3", number 6, Kristaps Porzingis. And a forward at 6'8" from Syracuse, number 7, Anthony. Starting at the other guard at 6'3", number 1, Free.
It's an Eastern Conference matchup as the Toronto Raptors come into town for this one. A time-honored tradition, the NBA on 2K Sports, Sunday Night Hoops action. Delighted to have all of you with us here tonight. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony and Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. Take a look at New York. What a story right now for these guys. Win after win. It's been a phenomenal stretch.
And to say these guys are hot right now would be putting it mildly. They've come into this game playing arguably the best basketball of anybody in the league.
Yeah, Greg, it's been a big-time winning streak. I mean, many of the games haven't even been close during the streak. Needless to say, they're coming into every game now with great confidence and swag.
So let's take a look at the Toronto Raptors starting lineup. They've got LeBron James. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Stoudemire. Then there's Lowry, and it's Price in at the two-guard spot. Here's Stevens. Toronto grabs the miss. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
You know, sometimes you're going to win because of your performance, and on occasions, which was the case for them, it's the play of your opponent that allows you to escape with wins.
Well, you're right. I mean, there were a lot of turnovers in that game, some caused by their good defensive play, but some were just carelessness.
That's good.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
There's the pass to James. Back to Lowry. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Lowry's got 5 points so far.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Here's Stevens, and he's good on the 3-ball.
Yeah, perfect release that time. I mean, I thought it might get blocked, but no.
Yeah, he was giving up a lot of size in that particular matchup, but showed the excellent ability to get off that shot despite the disadvantage in size.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take him long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
And he can't answer back the 3-pointer offline. Here's Price. Can't hit. The Knicks go the other way with it. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Was not even close. I mean, they had points coming from all over the place.
Yeah, they stayed true to the game plan offensively and never strayed at all. Impressive performance.
Here's LeBron following the basket by Freak. Stoudemire the screen, and Lowry has it in the corner. And it's Freak with the rebound. For New York, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Pass to Porzingis. New York moving the ball around. And that one's good. Freak.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Toronto's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. James with it. Now Anthony defending. Faded away to create the space. James has got his first basket.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play it.
On the wing of Flalo. Passes it to Porzingis. Lets it fly. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Lowry kicks to Stoudemire. Screened by Valanciunas. And stolen by Freak. They're running. And there's a follow. That's good on the assist by Anthony.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up. And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive. And it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Now here's Stoudemire. Turned in an outstanding game against Chicago. And the foul called on. The Knicks leading by 8. And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for the Knicks, Stevens in a 2-guard. Tyler Hansbrough out there with Anthony. Then there's Kyle O'Quinn. And it's Rondo in at the point. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burton. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Pistons had a huge game. He finished with 54 points, as he usually does, really knocking down shots from beyond the arc. Just absolutely incredible numbers from him in a game you didn't want to miss. So glad we were here to watch it, Kevin.
Great, Doris. Thanks. Any chance we see him top that performance right here tonight?
You know, I can't imagine he'd be able to pull off that kind of an outing 2 games in a row. But, hey, that's what the truly great ones are capable of doing.
Boy, even if he came close to matching it, that would be really impressive. But I tell you, that's asking an awful lot of one guy.
Lopez with the block. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Price, he's checked in for Matthew Dellavedova. Price. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. Well, some of the numbers NBA wingmen have been putting up from the field this season are truly impressive. Have a look at the top shooters among them. Number 1, Carmelo Anthony.
And when you've got a player like him who can shoot that efficiently on the perimeter, it gives you a remarkably dependable option every time down the floor.
Boy, does it ever. I mean, he's a marksman from anywhere on the court. And it doesn't hurt that he works nonstop to get himself open either. I mean, he's constant motion out there.
Man, that is a missed opportunity right there.
And he'll be the first to tell you, Greg, that's one he should have knocked down.
How's that for a quick possession?
Yeah, no hesitation at all, taking that one to the basket. Beautifully done.
Hansbrough misses.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
And here we go. Freak heading to the hoop. And the dunk by Lopez.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout, just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
Now here's a follow. Following the miss by Kyle Lowry. And that one's good. Free.
That's number 2 for him from long range in the quarter. His 3rd overall.
Outside Lowry. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Take a look at what Kyle Lowry's been doing. He's got 8 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
And Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
Porzingis, he's checked in for Hansbrough. And Kyle Lowry drops them both. New York leading by 14. And a follow kicks to Freak. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession.
And let's see some numbers here on Aaron Aflalo. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's averaging 6 points a game, 2 assists and 2 rebounds. And really for him, it's about putting in the work and improving his game.
Yeah, and I think he wants to. It's one of those things where you either want it or you don't, and he does.
Knicks fans, these are your Knicks City dancers. Come on and give it up.
A lot of tough teams in this league, Kevin. Here's where New York sits right now. First in steals, first in shooting percentage, and they're also number 1 in three-point shooting. This is a team that loves to cast up shots from behind the arc.
And you mentioned their steals. I mean, it's great defensive anticipation that has them at the top of the rankings. They've been tremendous at reading the offense and getting into those passing lanes. Worked that one inside nicely.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Anthony. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Anthony's got 6.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Wide open look. 13 points for Kyle Lowry.
It's first triple of the second quarter, 3rd of the game.
A follow the pass to Carmelo. Lopez a screen. Here's Stevens. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony's got 3 assists in the game. Raptors trail by 13. Poke loose. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. And it's Lowry penetrating. Rejected by Stevens. They recover it. Valanciunas, good.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Some good defense in the NBA, so let's check out the leaders. Number 1, the Knicks.
Great defenders both individually and collectively. I mean, you can tell they really love accepting that challenge. They can stifle you at that end of the floor.
So for the Knicks, Next comes in for Robin Lopez. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Anthony. Then for the Raptors, Mozgov. He's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. And it's LeBron in for Terrence Ross. Now here's Freak. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game.
And folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Mozgov with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Mozgov. The Knicks making a switch here. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Knicks lead by 17. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
I'm alongside Coach Casey. And Coach, you guys are getting torched out there tonight. What's going on?
I don't know what has happened, but our defensive concentration, rotation has gone the way of the Buffalo. And I don't know what it is. I could care less about offense. You know, we're going to score. That's not the problem. It's making up our mind and having a commitment to the defensive end.
Coach, thanks for the time. Gentlemen, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half.